And I'm pleased to say that Amanda Seyfried, who plays Linda Lovelace, joins me now. Lovely to have you here.
Thanks.
Very exciting to meet you. I thought before I saw this movie, it was going to be a tough one to talk about on breakfast television because it is, at its core, very adult theme. It's about a very famous adult movie. And yet when you actually watch it, you realise it's much about a woman trapped in her time and a really scary story of domestic abuse as well. How did you approach it?
Well, I had a lot to research. I had so much access to this woman's life. And I mean, she wrote two best-selling books about her ordeal, which is the title of the first one. And there's a lot of footage of her talking, speaking up against domestic abuse and abuse in the adult industry. And gosh, I just came from her point of view. I mean, this movie is about a woman, like you said, trapped in this world, in this industry.
And there's a great cast along with you in this movie. Sharon Stone's your mum, which in itself has got to be pretty cool.
It was incredibly intimidating at first.
I bet.
We shot the first 3 days of the shoot were with Sharon as my mother, and not only was I terrified to embody Linda, I was also terrified to play opposite Sharon because I wanted to give her what she was worthy of as an actor, as a legend. But she slapped me into the role.
Did
literally. She? Yeah, she did. We did an intense scene. There's some intense scenes in this movie.
Was that nerve-wracking in terms of your family seeing it? Did you go through those thoughts in your head, or you just thought, no, this is the deal?
Well, nudity isn't really something that I shy away from if it makes sense. It's very natural at times, especially with this kind of content. And the only time that I got a little worried was right before my father sat down to watch the movie.
It's always the dads, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, he's my biggest supporter. His approval means everything to me. There's certain parts you just don't want your dad to see. You don't want your dad to see you in that realm.
No.
But it is natural.
You just squirmed away at that point.
I just shielded him.
Yeah. I bet one movie they love seeing you in, Mamma Mia.
Yeah.
Everyone could enjoy that, couldn't they? I mean, that looked like it was as much of a blast to make as it was to watch.
It was insane. It was amazing. And we got to go to Greece for a month, and I had the time of my life, and I met the most wonderful people and got to work with the most amazing cast. It is the breakout point in my career. It changed my life. I also played the daughter of Meryl Streep, so I got some street cred there as well.
Some street cred.
It was
nice. And then, of course, last year, Les Miserables swept everything, didn't it? I mean, did you expect, you were cassette in that, and brilliant. I mean, did you expect that to go down as well as it did?
I did.
Did you?
Yeah, because, you know, I think Les Mis is one of the, it's just the best musical of all time, in my opinion. It's really dramatic, but we're still singing throughout, and it almost doesn't make sense why it was such a phenomenon, but it's just, I knew it was going to be huge.
I think when people look at you, you seem very composed, career going brilliantly, and many people might be surprised that you have talked about having anxiety and panic attacks. I mean, you don't look like somebody that would be consumed with any lack of confidence or doubt or...
That's amazing. I think I'm just playing a part. No, but I'm 27 now. I started dealing with anxiety when I was young, very young. But I think I've worked through it mostly. And I think you have to embrace the opportunities you're given. I like talking about my work. You have to be educated in what moves you, what makes you anxious. You just have to get to know yourself. And I think these are like the most formative years. So I've come a long way in terms of anxiety, but I think everybody has.
Well, it's not quite nice to know, I think, for people watching that you've gone through that, because it gives us all hope, doesn't it?
You
really,
know,
along the way.
I wish I knew it was possible to get through it, because at one point I didn't think there was another side. I mean, you can paralyze you, fear, unrealistic fears, but we're human, and we're really strong.
Now, something else people might not know about you is that you're into taxidermy.
Yeah.
You don't look like our cliched view of a taxidermist.
My sister and I have a pretty morbid sense of humor.
Really?
And we like animals. We have a few animals at home, live animals, but we also, it's not so much her as it is me.
Is it not a bit creepy?
No.
Okay.
Yes, I think so. I think it is really creepy to people.
You do have some living pets in your life, don't you?
I do.
And Finn, I understand, is that your dog?
Oh, yeah.
Really clever dog. Now, we have a famous dog here called Pudsey that won
I know
with his trainer.
Pudsey.
Actually, you know,
Yeah,
everyone.
of course
He's
I know
international.
Pudsey.
Everyone knows Pudsey.
Britain's Got
But
Talent.
Finn could give Pudsey a run for the money, couldn't they?
He can balance things on his head.
Okay.
And I have to. He will release mostly. Usually, when I say he can release, but usually it has to be something that he can eat.
Right. So it's all about the food.
Yeah, he's got his own Twitter account now. He's really come a long way. So intelligent.
Amanda, it's been lovely to chat with you. Good luck with the movie.
Thanks.
Good luck. And next
Thank
time,
you.
bring Finn.
Thank you.
It's a deal. Thanks very much indeed. Now competition time. We've got a 7-night holiday to the Caribbean.